What's up, y'all? Welcome to the show. My name is Jojana, and this is the space where we talk about life lessons learned from Nollywood movies, K dramas, and Black films. Today, join me as I dive into my top Black rom com movies and what they taught me about love. And I'll share my personal takeaways from classics like Love Jones, Poetic Justice, and Beyond the Lights. Let's dig in. So I know a lot of people will agree with me on this, and if you don't, put in the comments below why you do not agree with me on this. But films like Love Jones and Poetic Justice are truly more than just romantic comedies, right? They're romantic films, period. Not even comedy, but they're cultural touchstones that have shaped our understanding of love and relationships. I mean, they're big. And so it only makes sense, right, for me to include both of them as like top romantic black films. For me, Beyond the Lights is just more representative of today's, world, and also completely different world from Poetic Justice and Love Jones, but it's still about Black love. So that's why I've included it. But we know that in when it comes to romance, right, there's been a lack of representation of like seeing Black love on screen, and it was just these films, right? These three films are just about seeing Black stories, and from our perspective. And so they're relatable and they're authentic, and it's about seeing love and our relationships portrayed in a way that acknowledges our complexities as Black people, our Black experience, so it's just beautiful. But it even if you when you do take out Black, it's just love, right? We all want love, we all want to experience that. And so, I found that these films really spoke to me on a deeper level, to truly understand what it's like to be in love as a Black person and to be in a relationship and as a Black person, and that, you know, I wasn't alone in my experiences, Um, Love Jones, I will start with that being number one. It is number one because it was so pure, and it was just, Darius was just this guy that was just very expressive and knew what he wanted, and how to get it, right? And but the thing about Love Jones, I believe, is like it's definitely a love letter to the Black culture, to spoken word, to rhythm, and jazz and like hip hop, like all of those things that our Black lives are about, and it truly portrayed love in like the rawest form. Like it didn't hold back. Like if you have not watched Love Jones, you need to check it out. It's just so raw and honest and just unapologetically Black with all its characters in the way they spoke, in the way they lived their lives. Like it just really showed, us in like being professionals and living our best lives before the word best lives was created. And it was just so beautiful. One of the lines that really stuck out to me is Nina, when they meet again, and she's like, "Why are you here?" And he said, "You said it was bad timing. I figured if I asked again, you'd say yes. If not that time, maybe the next time, until the next time, because the right time until the next time became the right time." And and she's like, "Oh, persistence." And he's like, "You'd be surprised how far it can get you." And that's what we loved, right? And just someone being persistent. I think nowadays people would say, "Oh, you're stalking me." But it's like he really liked her, and he felt like eventually she would say yes. And and that's just so romantic. There's nothing like a man knowing what he wants, right? And knowing what to do, and how, how to go about it. It was just raw. That's why I put it at the top. Both, especially Darius, like he just was honest and raw, and like, not beating around the bush, not playing games. He was just raw with his feelings and just very honest. And I totally love that. And it's like any man that's like that, like I love that. Like there's nothing more attractive than a man being direct, and not giving up. But I know that we might live in a culture where it's like, men don't even want to approach you nowadays, or, it's just really weird. But if we could go to this time where it's like, you can tell me, and like, don't be afraid, right? And I think women also, because I can remember from a long time ago, I was at a party, and a guy approached a friend, and she like bit his head off. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, like he was just asking you if you wanted to dance. Like all you had to say was no, thank you, and then he'll keep it pushing, and so I get the anxiety. But when a man is brave and courageous enough to like come to a woman and be persistent, ooh, I tell you, I mean, that's why we love Jones, I believe, because it was just so honest. He was very honest and very direct. Poetic justice, it's just it's a testament of like black femininity, and the unbreakable bonds between friends. I think even with Janet and her friend, and then, Tupac and his friend, even though when he messed up, he did recognize that, like, hitting a woman is a big no-no, and he kicked him to the curb, but it just really, it showed how love could help you heal and like rediscover yourself again. And in that process of healing, you could also help someone heal, and which is what Justice did for Lucky, in the movie. And they both healed because they've both lost someone. If you want to also check out the life lesson I did on poetic justice, that was great, because that's also my favorite, because I'm a huge Janet fan. So it was just a no-brainer. But that film is just so awesome. And I just thought they had a great chemistry as well. But it's about healing and just like how we grieve, and I believe that movie really dealt with, loss and what that looks like, and how do you move on, and, to really become a better version of yourself, because you don't forget, but love can come in and kind of, and definitely breathes in a new life, and allows you to know that there's hope, and you live through this again, and beyond the lights, beyond the lights. I don't think that film got enough recognition for what it did. I mean, it was just a beautiful story, two people from two different worlds. And what, in saving her, I don't think he realized that he saved himself. Like she was trying to kill herself, but in saving her, he also saved himself, because he realized that he didn't want to be a fake leader, and like make all things look perfect, because he wasn't perfect. Because it turned out that him being in a relationship with her would cost him being, I think it was a Congress leader or something like that, and the image would not fit. But I just love the fact that he didn't just save her, he also saved himself. I think, and that's what love is, when you're in a romantic relationship, it's a partnership, right? And you grow together and you bring out the best in one another, so these films have like really taught me that love is messy, right? It's complicated and it's imperfect, but most importantly, they've taught me that love is what worth fighting for. And I think we've come to a place where we don't want to fight for nothing. It's like, nah, this is too difficult. I'm walking away. Life is really difficult. And I'm telling y'all, life is difficult for me right now, but love is always worth fighting for. Love is always worth fighting for, right? Outside of, anything domestic abuse or whatever, those things, no. But when it's authentic love and, it's messy and it's imperfect, but it's really worth fighting for. All right, so I do hope you'll check out some of these movies if you have not seen them yet, but let me know, what are your favorite Black romantic movies that I didn't mention on here? Are any of these on your list? Please let me know. And also in the comments below, let me know what were your favorite parts about these movies if you've watched it. But before I leave you, I do want to encourage you. And I'm doing that from Isaiah 43, verse 2, which reads, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, nor shall the flame scorch you." And like I said, life is a mess. Life is challenging, but it is worth fighting for. And as I am saying that, you guys, I am saying that to myself because it is hard. But remember that when you pass through the waters, He is with you. God is with us in these challenging seasons, in these challenging times. So do not lose hope. Keep fighting. Keep fighting for yourself. Keep fighting for your vision. Keep fighting for your family. Keep fighting for your business. I'm sorry, guys, getting emotional. Keep fighting for you. So that is all for this episode, guys. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you think it'll help somebody, please go ahead and share it. And if you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. But all of you that are subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. And you guys, let me know in the comments below, what should I talk about next? But until next time, y'all, please take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and be kind to others. Love y'all. Bye-bye.